What next for Gate token? Did it hit its all-time high and then the market crashed and that is it for the year? Were my price predictions that I made a couple of months ago about it going to triple digits, are they going to be totally off? Well, let's explore that. Let's take a look. I'm Joanna Garzilli. This is Crypto Angel Network. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Oh my gosh, for your amazing comments, your insights, and for helping each other as well. That excites me so much. It makes me so happy when you are sharing what you have gone through specifically. I learn from it all the time. For example, Kuchi Sensei, Justin Barr, Ray Climaco, Stephen Harrison, and a number of you here, you're saying what you've been doing, and because you have that first-hand experience, it is very, very, I find it very helpful. And of course, for those of you who are new to the channel, it's not investment advice. You must do your own due diligence. Thank you also for sharing the video, and let me know that what you are up to, what you are looking at, any hot projects that you think that will be notable. So let's get into Gate. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And here we go. All right. So if we just take a look right now, and for those of you who are new to crypto, you're going to be like, okay, it's just over $5. But if you had gone through the recent crash, for some of the crypto angels who had gone and got Gate token at $12, for example, and now, and then we went through the crash, and I understand that it was terrifying. I originally went into Gate at $2.40, and then I bought some more about $3.30, $3.50. And I bought a last tiny bit right around $8.50. But my average cost is, I think it's $3.30 was my average for Gate. So let's just take a look here at I like this, what a number of you have said to me in the past, of just being able to zoom out and look at the journey, especially when there's a lot of FUD that is happening. And we can see here, let's just go here and look at this all-time high that we had, which was just shy of $13. And then Bitcoin crashed and everything else just followed suit. And so when can we expect to go and test that all-time high again? Well, I guess the question before that would be, will Gate ever go back up to $13 again, or is that it? You let me know in the comments. I personally think that I'm going to stick with what I originally said. If you go back to, I have a playlist on Gate token, and I go into depth with that. I said my original price prediction was that I believe that Gate token could go eventually to around $200. And I still hold true to that. I do believe that. And the reason that I'm saying that is because when I look at Binance, and that Gate has they have followed a very similar model, you could say, a model for going and having things work in terms of their circulating supply, how they're buying back the tokens. And I suppose that the only thing they're doing differently is they don't have a smart chain. They don't have that yet. But I would say that what I've noticed, where I feel that Gate is competing very strongly and gaining ground against Binance, is that they are listing so many projects. They are doing a lot of launch pads. And that is why I believe that we are going to, I think that if I was going to say a timeline, we'll look at this a little bit more closely. I would say I will be surprised if by August we have not gone up to retest that former all-time high. If we zoom out a little bit more here, so let me just go, let's just go to the hourly on this. It's going to change the whole layout. But you can see that there was right around here. I mean, look at this. This was back in February. It was only 83 cents. 83 cents in February. Went on this massive, I wish I got in there, massive pump then through up into April, where it went to $3.40. And then you can see it went very parabolic. And when you look at other projects within that time period, within the crypto at large, Gate made massive, massive moves. And so even if you look here at this period of sort of where the consolidation, right, and you can see here, and I'm just, again, this is more at a zoomed out level, but you can see that we are trending upwards again. Right over here is where the crash was, right at this spot here. Maybe I can just take, let's see if I can find like a little something, an icon. Can I find an icon here? What icon should I put for this? Should I put a heart? Should I put a thumbs down? I'm going to put a thumbs down. I'm going to put it right here. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay, let's do it like this. And let's make it yellow. So this was right where we hit the market crash, and this is why I feel optimistic and bullish on Gate, and why I know some people feel we are in a bear market, and some of you say it's a bear market within the bull market. That resonates with me. It's like a mini bear cycle. It's a healthy correction. Well, I guess you could call it, like in Reiki, we'd say it's a healing crisis. I mean, it's not a healthy correction. I mean, I guess there was some toxicity in there, and then ultimately as things are flushed out, one can become healthier. But if we just take a trend line here, and let's start to look and do a trend line let's go from the bottom, and if we just go up like this, we can see, let's just change this color to yellow as well. Let's go like this, and you can see that we are trending upwards overall from the point of the crash. And to me, this is a really good sign. If we also just do one more thing here, is if we take a horizontal line, and let's go with green for that line of support, and we look at from when the crash happened, really that line of it didn't go below, it went like ahead, like it had a candle wick right down to sort of 327. But if we look at the stick there, it was around $3.62. And you got to just look at, not that long ago, it was only 84 cents just a few months ago. So Gate has gone through huge growth. And the point that I bought in, even during the crash, I was still in profit. I was in decent profit. I mean, I had really big profits, and it definitely rattled me. I wondered where I thought that Gate would go to, maybe 20, I thought it would maybe hit $20 by June or something. I mean, that now it's just not realistic because of this correction that's happening. But by August, could Gate be at $20? That is what I'm wondering. Now, if Bitcoin breaks out and Ethereum breaks out and we start to move to the upside, things could start to pick up a momentum and go parabolic again. And so I'm leaning towards sort of a gut instinct prediction that Gate could be at $50 by the end of 2021. And that sounds crazy. You could say, Joanna, that's absolutely nuts. How could that be the case? Well, at least we're trending upwards right now. I do think we're going to start to make some moves again. And, our next line to test here is around that resistance. Let's just stick in this resistance. And I want to show you why, like the fundamentals of why, not just the technical analysis or my gut instinct. So let me just grab this and go with a horizontal line, and we're going to go stick that here. So you see this next level, this next leg up, and the 20-week moving average is still above the 50. So we are trending upwards right now. And it looks like a healthy, it's not crazy volatile moves. It's just, to me, it looks like steady, positive growth. So I think that in the next few days, well, especially if Bitcoin does break out, we will blaze through $6.40. We could actually quite quickly go up to back around the $9 mark. Things will move very, very fast because people will have less fear and they'll go, okay, I've been watching Gate, I'm ready to make that move, I'm ready to make in there. They're just waiting for that signal for the breakout. So I personally, in terms of my portfolio, I have 1,856 Gate. Right after the crash, I had put in to sell half of it at $17, and I've cancelled the sell order at the moment. I'm just going to sit with things. My plan in the longer run was to hold a portion of my Gate, at least half of it, because I do believe eventually it's going to go to $200, and I'm prepared to hang on and wait and hodl for that. And I will take profits at a certain point. So I'm just trying to decide, I'm going to watch, see what happens, of whether I take some profits maybe at $25 or whether could it go to 50 this year? Maybe I'm being too optimistic, too ambitious with that, but maybe I'm not, because who would have thought from February 89 cents and then to $13? I mean, it's just amazing. So let's just go back a step here and go, well, why? How can this be fair? Like, how can I come to these conclusions? And this, let's just go back here to Gate at large. And Gate has so much stuff going on constantly, new listings. Now, if you are not already using Gate Exchange and you're a US citizen, it is safe to use it. Some of you have asked me, what happens? Can you get your tokens off the exchange? All I can say from my personal experience is I did the triple KYC verification. It asks you for your regular password, your fund password, when you want to move tokens on and off the exchange. I have gone from Binance US and put US dollar tether onto Gate. I have done Ethereum from Coinbase Pro over to Gate. I have moved, what else have I moved? I've moved Ethereum from my Gate account over to my Coinbase Pro account. I have moved VeThor and VeChain between Binance US and Gate. So I have, and that's using one has to select, or for me, I had to select the ERC20 to do it on the Ethereum blockchain. It didn't give me the option to do it on the Binance Smart Chain. It gave me an error on that. So I have not had any issues moving my tokens on and off the exchange. It's been a positive experience for me. I did, if you see any of my videos on US dollar tether, I was very nervous a few weeks ago. I thought, is Gate going to collapse? Could this fall apart because of US dollar tether? And then some of you here made some brilliant points within the community and said US dollar tether props up is such a massive part of crypto at large. I mean, if that goes down, then everything's going to go down. And we've got, Bitcoin and Ethereum make up over $1 trillion. How the whole space is, over 3 trillion. So, and I would imagine soon it's going to start growing once we get past this FUD. And if we look, I wanted to take a moment. I found it the other day, and I want to show you here, top crypto exchanges. And a couple of things that are really important as well that I want to show you in terms of, let's see, ranked by volume. Here we go. I like CoinMarketCap. So you've got Binance. The Gate is listed number 6. For those of you that go, is Gate like some hokey exchange? And a couple of you said like, oh, well, it's out of China because it's meant to be a Chinese exchange. And they have stuff in Chinese and English. To me, it's a global exchange. I think Binance is they are registered as a company out of Malta. I'm not sure for Haboy Global where they're registered. I was surprised. I didn't realize with the statistics that Coinbase Exchange is ranked number 3 here. Kraken is number 4. I've never used Kraken. For me personally, it's just too clunky and it's hard to, I didn't have the patience to go and put funds onto the exchange. I didn't like how to have to wire them on there, but I know they're just launching a mobile app. KuCoin is number 5, which a number of you use and like. And then Gate is number 6. And we've got a volume of over $1 billion and weekly visits. So, just not too far behind Coinbase, and then Binance US is right behind Gate. So that gave me peace of mind. I felt good about seeing Gate ranked there, and you can see a lot of them are doing quite sort of similar moves across the board there. The other thing that I wanted to share with there was something else. I know what I want to share with you about Gate. This is I think this will be helpful, or maybe, of course, do your own due diligence. Gate.io exchange, and it's not under my understanding under investigation right now. I mean, SEC is looking at everything. Gate.io exchange, Virginia. Let me just see if this comes up. Here we go. No, hang on. There we go. Look, this is pretty useful. I found this useful. That there was another article I found on this, their verification, but they are registered out of Virginia. There's another better, actually there's a better one somewhere that I just want to show you really quickly. Gate.io headquarters. It's not, but that I just wanted to, this is for Gate. Where is that one? Where does that show that? That shows their mailing box for Grand Cayman Islands, but I saw they're actually registered. I wish I'd saved it and had it pulled up. They're registered in Virginia, Virginia for DC, out in DC. So I do not, after having done more of that due diligence, and I wish I could find that information for you, but just you can go and check Gate.io registry. I guess maybe it's just not going to come up. The joys of research, right? But it is registered. My understanding is it is registered to Virginia and in the United States. And so that gave me peace of mind to know that if, for example, you're a US citizen and you're nervous about maybe working with an exchange out of China and you have concerns with that it shouldn't be an issue. The other reason why I just feel that Gate is going to perform so strongly in the long run is, there I see pig because I hold pig here is up. Mina token is another one I've heard is really, really a strong token. This is where you can get access to these. I think this just got added. And who just talked about Mina token? I think it was Altcoin Daily talked about it and the strength of that. And I think it was just on, was it on PancakeSwap before? And then you can see here, and that's why I like Gate, because you can get access to these projects. If you don't use decentralized exchanges, you want to stick with a central exchange, that is where I like it. So we have here, you can just see there's hundreds and hundreds of tokens, comprehensive protection with security and law funds. They're fully insured. Efficient trading and instant deposit withdrawal. When I moved my Polygon Matic, I moved it from Gate over to Coinbase Pro. It did it within a couple of minutes. It was very quick. Now, one of the reasons you may ask, well, why not just keep it on Gate? Because I just want to be extra safe. I don't think anything's going to happen with US dollar Tether, even though I have my concerns. I just feel more comfortable because of in another video I talked recently about the about Coinbase Pro going and hiring a former Goldman Sachs and White House expert to do policy and work directly with the SEC. And that just gives me more confidence. I see that Coinbase Pro and Coinbase at large is really focused on innovating with making a smooth transition with regulations. And that is why that, even though they do not have the lowest fees, Gate has great fees, Binance has, the US has lower fees than Coinbase Pro. For me, it's more from just a peace of mind security perspective. Even though I do have, let me see if I can show you here. I do still have some of my, where is it? Funds overview. You'll see I still have stuff here on Gate. You can see here, I've got $17,500 in here. Before the crash, it was like 50 grand. So I'm still, I'm on there. I'm still using it. But just going back here to my point about with the markets, you've just got hundreds and hundreds of projects and some really, really, really strong DeFi projects like, Poker Air, I think is a great one. I know some of you have, I think, Winkin. These are under Ethereum here. There's just so many good projects that are listed here that you can't get on other exchanges. And I think that this is Gate.io's secret weapon, really. And if you also go and look at news, let's see under giveaways if this says this. Besides, I don't do any of the trading competitions. I don't do any of that. I haven't taken the grid trading course yet. But it's just like you can see stuff like this, like now listed. Like, again, I have not looked at these tokens. There's just so many of these projects popping up. But let's just pop on this one, LAT. The listing vote for Gate.io. Oh, it's come to an end. So I think I missed that one. But I have like the Karma one. I did just get rewarded some tokens for that. And if we just take a very quick look here, let's just see what this is here. Just to give you an idea. LAT, Platon Network, 37 cents. And it looks like it was listed not that long ago. And what does it say here? It's in Huboi. Again, it's not on too many markets. This is not on Uniswap. It's not on PancakeSwap. So it's not on any decentralized exchanges. And see, if I'm not on top of it, then I don't get to get the listing vote and get those airdrops. Privacy preserving AI network. Very interesting. And I'm trying to think of New Cypher was one of those privacy tokens, but this is specifically, the angle on this is AI. So I just look and I go, oh, very fascinating, combining blockchain and privacy preserving computation technologies. Platon is building a decentralized and collaborative AI network and global brain to drive the democratization of AI for safe artificial general intelligence. I don't know how long it'll do in the long run, but they're interesting projects, and that's what I see that Gate keeps on doing. I think that Mina looked a really interesting one, and that was something that I was interested in getting. Again, it comes, it's going through consolidation. And let's just take a very quick look at Mina. Mina here, Mina protocol, it's listed at 118. And that high, $5.32. Let's see, all-time low was 2 days ago, and it looks like its all-time high was $9. Wow, that's really quite a spread. So I imagine that will consolidate some more. And that also is just on, it doesn't seem to be on PancakeSwap or, in the Binance Smart Chain, Uniswap. It is the world's lightest blockchain, powered by participants. Mina is building a privacy-preserving gateway, so another privacy type token here between the real world and crypto, and infrastructure for secure, democratic future we all deserve. So that looks a very interesting project. If I was going to pick between Mina and the other token, I probably, if I had to pick between one of the two, I would pick Mina. For the other one was doing AI, right? The name's just gone out of my head. Where is my head there? Oh my goodness. Looking at too many things here. So yeah, this looks fascinating. I have to do more due diligence on this. But these things interest me. It's worth, like, how much would I put in out of all my stuff out of my portfolio? I don't know. I mean, probably realistic one it would be good to do 1,000. But where I'm at, and after the shock I went through for the crash, I would do say 50. I would do maybe Platon. There we go. I would do maybe $100 worth, something like that, just to have a little bit in it. Just a small amount, and just to enjoy the ride and to check in with it. So but I'm not doing anything else right now. So there is my case for why I feel that Gate just offers so much. It just has so many of these different projects on here, and that is why I'm still sticking to this longer run price prediction of $200. The fact that Binance, BNB, had gone to over $600 at a certain point, why could Gate not go to 200? And then Coinbase, right? Coinbase Pro, think about it, from its listing on NASDAQ was around $400 something. It came down to 200 something. Why can Gate not do that? I don't think it's if, I think it's when. And so then, in my opinion, it makes it a bargain right now. Not financial advice. So for those of you, my friends here on Crypto Angel Network, who did go into Gate when it was $12 or it was close to 13, it was that all-time high. If you haven't already, I would say have faith, hodl, it will come back, it shall return. And I think today the fact that Gate went over $5, it's a very positive sign. It's great news. And let's just see what happens. You let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are, and if you have tokens in other exchanges, which is your favorite exchange and why? Let's have a conversation around that. I'm Joanna Garzilli, this is Crypto Angel Network, and thank you for being here with me, and I am sending you lots and lots of love.